Hey y'all, it's me again, Delightful Soul. How you guys doing out there? I hope everyone is doing well, and I also appreciate you for tuning into my channel. Go ahead and subscribe to hear more content, and let's get into it. Many outlets were talking about this. Well, Ray J and Princess are back at it again. It was another recorded moment displaying their tumultuous marriage and sex life. And then I was going to input embarrassing, but they're just doing it for the world to see. And yes, I'm here to talk about it. But then and again, I think all of these are just pseudo performances. And yes, I'm here for it. But on a recent taping or a recent episode of Ray J and Princess Love Marriage, there was a scene where Ray J and his wife Princess were having a meal. And the conversation they were having switched over to his alleged infidelity. So, in the middle of the conversation, as it got a little bit heated, Ray J revealed that his infidelity included Princess. Now, I'm paraphrasing his words, but he said, "Every time that I was with someone else, you were there." So that was giving me the impression that his wife Princess was also involved in his little playdates. Let's take a look.
We're done. You can't get away from me. We have kids. You haven't been divorced yet, so you don't know. Trust me, all that's gonna change. Oh, you don't know. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know what that looks like. I don't care. Oh, you don't? No. You've already been doing it. No, you've already been doing it. I've never done it. Anything that I've ever done, you've done it with me. No, just know. Anything I've ever done, you've done it with me. Just know. Anything I've ever done, anytime I ever was with, guess who was with me? Princess was right in the There's some of the times. There have been times where it's like I loved Ray so much and tried to do the whole threesome thing because you don't have to go outside of the relationship. I can be fun too. But nothing is ever enough for Ray, and I can't keep sacrificing myself and my sanity trying to be something that I'm not to make him happy. Stop acting like you don't know who you are. You're a lunatic. That's why the door was closed.
I don't like to see people marriages and relationships go through problems, especially when there are kids involved. But this is the narrative that some would like to portray, especially on these reality shows. We get a group of young, talented people displaying bad choices, bad relationships, bad parenting, bad family building. Just a lot of this badness, in my opinion. And I agree there's no perfect mother or father or child, but to intentionally create dysfunction is just a little bit odd to me. And although these people involved are young, they are surely old enough to have seen or heard of the potential problem a third person would bring if you bring them into your marriage. I remember a couple of years ago when Ray J and Princess were in Vegas, and she was complaining that he left her in a hotel with her child. And I believe she was pregnant at the time. It was said at that time that they were divorcing each other. And don't get me wrong, I understand that marriages and relationships have their problems. You have to have a solid relationship to put a strain on it. If something has a crack and you put pressure on it, it will eventually break. So therefore, I think that this is merely for money, and I hope it's worth it. So you see how he played her by suggesting that she participated in his infidelity, when in fact that could have been a green light for him to go outside of their marriage anyway and have an affair. And now you're sitting there with that look or an expression as if that's not what I meant, for you to be with someone else without me. And I did a threesome because I love you. My concern is that their children will feel the impact of their actions. I would think that they would have wanted to protect their children from seeing their dysfunctional relationship displayed in public. But I will always stand on the fact that having outside people to come into your relationship or your bedroom is problematic from the beginning. And for the significant other to suggest that you are not all that they need, it sounds like a problem. And it's also an indicator that someone's heart is not 100% there with you. Now, if you agree to bring a third person into your bedroom or your relationship falls apart, you are also the part of the blame. So someone may say that you may have a strong relationship if your partner wants to go through with a menage a trois. But I would say that your relationship is weak if you have to. I want to believe that we are the only thing that each other want. Now, people do get off on these types of relationships, and there are relationships or marriages out there that do bring others into the bedroom, and they do very well. They do not have any problems. But if it works for you and your relationship, then who am I?
I thought we might have hugged each other and kissed each other and ran off into the sand. But it didn't happen. It's probably gonna be better for us to get the divorce because in my heart, I think that that is the way for us to survive together.
So go ahead and like this video. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. And subscribe. Thank you very much.